Wyverns and Weirdos Curse of Strahd is a horror-themed campaign, and as such contains dark themes, including descriptions of gore, violence, and other features intrinsic to the gothic horror genre. Hello, and welcome to another episode of Wyverns and Weirdos does Curse of Strahd. Joining me as always is Zoe playing Sevia, Emily playing Beatrice, Laura playing Conrad, Johanna playing Fall, and Mitch playing Kazir. So, without further ado, let's jump into it. And welcome back. Where we last left off, the heroes started on their trek to Vallaki, and stopped along the way at a Muentir camp by the Sur River. There, they met with Mother Eve and were given a prophecy of sorts. Bits of fortune to tell them where to find certain items and allies that would help them to take on Strahd and thus escape from Barovia. So, we finished right as Mother Eve was returning to her tent, and once Mother Eve returns, you hear the music start to pick back up from the Muentir here. You do notice that they have started on a song. There is a vocalist who seems to be involved in this one.
Stranger from a land unknown, trapped here in this new home, trying to save us from our fate. Oh, the mage, the mage. The walls run high, the rivers run wide, for the mage about better talk. There's fear in their eyes. For the mage about better talk. The cursed Lord faced him at the castle where they took their stand, flanked by many, ready to fight. The mage came with men, woman, and child from the village they rose up to fight the devil himself. For the mage, he would stand there and command the winds with his voice. But the Lord come and struck him down, the devil himself. And now he's hidden from it all, about better talk, hidden from the devil's eye. For the mage about better talk, he's wise.
Full starts clapping.
Xavier looks confused and also claps.
It's alright, I suppose.
What's the kind of...
If you like that sort of rustic tune stuff.
What's the vibe of this? Because the song count sounded not joyful. So is this like a kind of like a celebratory, or is it like are lots of people around watching, or
Foreboding, kind of.
yeah?
Roll me an insight check.
Oh, okay. I'm not ready to
Love when we're not ready to roll and you can see it in our
dice.
faces.
There we go. Alrighty, that's an 8.
An 8. Yeah, it's hard to kind of read the vibe. Like it's like yeah. It seems to be kind of dark musically.
Yeah,
but,
that's right.
Yeah, it's hard
Okay.
hard to read the vibe.
Okay. I guess Phil's just gonna go up to the person and be like, "That was a fantastic song. I didn't know this place would be. I haven't seen much of the arts or anything really."
You don't get much of that in the Barovian settlements. It's a history. It's a history. The Mage of Mount
Yeah,
Baratok.
it seemed like that.
It's not really something that's dealt with in Barovia because they're completely trapped here. There's not much hope for them.
So
We kind of have a limited ability to drift in and out, but still, we just deal with it a little differently to the Barovians, I guess.
So was everyone teleported here from somewhere else?
That's a complicated question. This land was not always a domain of Strahd. It was once on its own material plane. Which one? I don't know. I don't know. But it's there. Some say that Strahd was cursed, brought here as punishment, but at the same to have all the power, all the political and dominion over others that he wanted, but to never have what he truly wanted.
That sounds like more of a punishment for everyone else living here.
Everyone suffers. No one is happy in Barovia. Not for too long, anyway.
Great news! So about this Strahd fellow, what kind of ruler is he? Is he one of those, go about and behead people for fun, or try to tax everyone so they don't have anything to eat? What are we talking about here?
He is from day to day. He's mercurial in a way.
Fun type.
Yes. While he might seek out certain people for various things, he's almost kind of stays out of things from the day to day. But if you cross him or he sees you as a threat or you have something that he wants, then he might try to take it.
That's great to know.
He doesn't seem like a great political mind. No wonder he got cursed.
You're not entirely wrong, but he was once a great general. Great leader of men. And that's still there, I'm sure. But there is a rage and a greed there.
So he killed a bunch of people in the past and now he's just doing it in a different way. Wonderful!
I mean, that's one way of looking at it, yeah.
So the only way to get out of here is those bunch of quests you told me? Is that really true? There's no other way?
If you want to look at it so glibly, yeah.
Okay.
What does he want? Strahd, you said that he got a lot of power when this plane was created, but he didn't get what he truly desired. What is that?
He wants the woman that he saw as the love of his life. But he was not hers. I don't know how much of this I should tell you. It's not the way it's supposed to play out, unfortunately. But I will tell you, find the book. That will have the answers you seek.
Book?
You got a title, or?
It's no title. It's a tome. Mother Eve spoke of it. Not in necessarily direct terms, but that's the knowledge you seek.
Oh, from the wounded elf?
Aye.
Oh, well... Okay, so that's one bit of the puzzle we're a little closer to putting in place. That's nice.
The lament. That's not to do with the prophecy, though. I will tell you that much. It is,
The...
someone else is destined to aid you. The Mage of Mount Baratok, he was from the recent past. He led a revolt against Strahd. Many died in the effort. But it's hard to say, but some say he's still somewhere in the mountains. It's just a lament that we have.
Are you keeping track of that so that people don't repeat the past, or are you hoping they try again?
It's hard to say.
Right. So, is this a prophecy that you tell to everyone? It seems like if the more people working on this task, the better, right?
You'd think that, but fate works in strange ways. Mother Eve knows who we need to prod at, so to speak.
Of course.
So
Well,
it was meant to be us.
This time,
That strange. I'm not sure I would have picked us. No offense to anyone here.
Full like
But I certainly
nods
know
there.
I'm not exactly. I'm not exactly known back home for my adventuring prowess.
well, I guess it's time you learned.
Conrad leans sort of sideways to Beatrice, is like, I bet you 2 gold that they tell this to every person who passes by here. And then leans back up again. I assume they're probably standing slightly to the side.
Beatrice is, the entire time has just been has shut down from seeing herself on the gallows earlier, and she's still processing everything.
Yeah,
So she doesn't even notice Conrad say anything.
that's very fair. Conrad's like, oh, well, you know, I'm not expecting a response, but yeah. He'll still be standing beside her, I think, at this point.
Just a quick question for you. There have been others who have passed through here on the same journey that we have, yeah?
Yes.
How far did they get?
It varies. There have been some who have gotten all the way to Strahd himself. Others have managed to get 1 or 2 of the artifacts that they needed to lead them before becoming lost or slain themselves. And some died before they could even get to us.
Well, you can rest assured, I will probably die as soon as I try to do this, so this is not a good choice on your part. I would advise you to tell someone else.
I have faith in Madame Eve's, Mother Eve's prophecy in her sight.
I see.
Well, in all honesty, I think we just all need to have more confidence in ourselves. And if we believe we can do it, then we won't be one of the ones that dies. Do all of them die if they don't succeed? Or do some just give up and leave?
There's no leaving Barovia. Not for those who aren't the Mointier.
Ah. Right.
I don't suppose there's much desire for anyone to start up a circus around here or anything. That's where my experiences lie a little more.
Judging from the way that some of the villagers look at us, you might struggle.
Great.
Although if you give up, feel free to join us.
Well, that's quite one point there, actually. You're saying you're the only people that can sort of leave this area. Why don't you either take us or we join you and then we leave together? That sounds a lot more reasonable than this very grand personal quest that I'm definitely sure isn't directly scribed over into the next book for the next adventure that comes across here. Why don't we just become part of your troop and then we leave?
Because it's not as simple as that. Outsiders don't just become Mointier in the sense that that you can come and go from Barovia as you please. It takes years, if not decades.
Decades.
I've never heard of it actually happening in my lifetime.
Great. Well. And he pops back next to Beatrice. It's like, I tell you, on the money, it's going to be, they say this to everyone, and they have some kind of sick satisfaction to try and deride people.
On this conversation that Conrad's having with the Mointer, because he is going to just sort of gesture to Ismark and Irina to just sort of follow him out of earshot.
And
I was about
they
to
do
talk
so.
to them, you... Ah. Mitch
Just-
out here stealing my idea.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
What is it, Kassir?
I know that we're all talking about, possibly leaving you guys, but don't worry, that ain't gonna happen. Like, we're just trying to get the best idea of what's going on here, trying to explore all our options. So we'll get you to where you need to go. You'll be safe with us, don't worry.
Of course, I had no doubts that you would continue on with what you promised to help us with. And we should still get there by sundown, especially with the help of the Mointer.
Yeah, absolutely. And have they like
At that point, you see there are 2 carts, each with 2 horses, finished getting set up. It's like, I think it is time for us to head to Vallaki.
Absolutely. If you guys go over and wait by the cart, we'll finish up here and meet you over
Of
there.
course. And they do.
They rejoin the rest of the group.
So, looks like your carts are ready. Is there anything else you wanted to ask about?
Whose side are you on?
Covered.
We are on the side of destiny. I will say not all Mointir are like that. Most of us can be trusted. There are some who, unfortunately, are in league with Strahd, and others who don't care as much and so might be more easily bent to the wills of those who do follow Strahd. But we wish to see better days for Barovia, if that is what the future holds for it.
Well, thank you for helping us in all the ways you have. And hopefully we're the successful ones. We can only hope.
Aye. Don't forget, the Mage of Mount Baratok is wise. He's still out there somewhere.
Yes, no, quickly, before we leave, you said the mage is still somewhere in the mountains. He was meant to have died, wasn't he? I don't know, something that might lead us to...
Some say he died, some say he was driven mad, some say he left to the mountains in shame. What the truth is, only he knows. But I can tell you that if he did die, souls don't go too far in Barovia.
Oh. Yes, we keep being reminded that souls do weird things here, and it's filling me with utter confidence as the longer we stay here. I'm assuming you can't give us a physical description or anything such as that.
Human, bald, beard.
Good. Okay. That that narrows it down in a lot of ways. So that is very helpful. Thank you. What's your name?
Kyron.
Zoe. Kyron or Taryn?
Kyron.
Karen.
Karen. Okay.
Kyron, not Karen.
I'm trying to. I can't make a speak to the manager joke. It doesn't make sense in the context, but
He definitely has the haircut though.
the haircut,
Yes.
yeah.
Well, Kyron, thank you very much for your help. It has been very good working with the Mointier. Hopefully we will see you again.
Let's hope. Farewell.
Yes, well, to the cart.
All right. So, outside of the driver's position, there is enough room on each cart for up to 4 people. So, who would like to go on which cart?
Do we're driving? Oh,
No.
yes.
There are a pair of Mointier on each cart to actually drive them, and then there are 4.
I was gonna say, Sevia doesn't know how to ride a horse.
And then there
That
are
would've been
there are
helpful.
4 spots on each cart for you guys to find yourself seats.
Sevia's incredibly anxious, so she's gonna wait to see where everyone else sits and then pick the one with the spare seat.
What's the
Beatrice
foliage
just-
like? Is it like heavy trees, or can we see the sky?
You can see the sky from here. It's cloudy. The clouds have calmed down from when you were in the middle of Mother Eve's prophecies, but it's still quite cloudy, quite overcast.
Just trying to think of who our characters will be comfy in us sharing several hours of a trip with.
Don't
Beatrice just gets up onto one of the carts and sits up as close, like near the drivers, just immediately. Doesn't pay any attention to what anybody else is doing.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Well, Conrad will stride after her then, because he's still, aside from the others, like, oh, excellent. Well, they look like quite strong horses, I would say. Have you done much riding before, Beatrice? You look quite glum, I must say. You all right? He's saying as he's sort of just shadowing her as she's going to the cart.
I have done some riding. I am
Good.
Fine.
Excellent. Well, we shall speak no further on it then. Good, good, good. So if something were to happen to the drivers, we will be fine. Excellent. This is already boding very well on this hell quest that they seem to be putting us on. Good. Excellent. And unfortunately for Beatrice, Conrad is going to go into the car with her.
For's just gonna like indicate like at the other cart and just be like, "Oh, see if you want to come along."
Certainly. She is going to turn to Arena and Ismark and be like, which cart will you two be staying in?
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Actually, I forgot about them.
We will go on whichever cart has 2 spots together. It does not concern us. Either way.
Well, currently both have 2 seats. The anxiety twins are not the ones to be dealing with this.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for Kazir's like parental instinct to kick in.
Cool. Kazir is going to go up to one of the drivers. Like, you've ridden these roads before, yeah?
Of course.
We expecting any trouble?
Hopefully not. You can never guarantee, though. It is Barovia.
This journey, we gonna be able to see the sky the whole way?
Should do.
Alright.
There might be a little bit of time. There's a bit of time in the old road towards the end once we get into the woods, but for most of the trip we should be out of them.
Just out of curiosity, how fast do your carts go?
It's faster than walking, I can tell you that.
Not as fast as running?
Faster than running. Probably not at a canter, but if we need to get going, they can go faster running than.
Alright. I'll turn back to our two lovely stowaways that we have, Ismark and Arena. That might be safer for you two in the back cart.
Of course.
I'll jump up on Overwatch and join you on the front cart.
So which one are you joining? Are you joining
which one's the
Beatrice and
front, which
Conrad?
one's the
You're the
or are you
DM,
joining
Darby. You know
Celia
which
and
ones
Paul?
they are.
I assume
Side by
Beatrice and
side.
Conrad are on the front.
Okay.
Yeah, we're
So you hop in the cart with Beatrice and Conrad?
Essentially what I'm asking, Darby, do they go faster than 30 feet a second?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool, yeah, I'll jump
30,
in front.
30 feet per round, you mean?
Yeah, that one.
Which would be about 5 feet a second. Yeah.
Yeah,
Because horses, I think, they're either 40 or 60.
Oh, I'm not comfortable with all these stats being prepped here.
Right, so that means Sevia and Beatrice get on the back cart with Ismark and Arena.
Yeah.
Super
You mean
informed.
Celia?
Oh, yeah.
What did I say?
Beatrice.
Beatrice.
Oh, sorry.
Everyone's thinking about the bird lady, so it's fair.
Yeah.
So, now that you are starting to get on the road, can I get... I'm gonna need, at different points in this trip, some D20 rolls. I'm gonna need 3 in total. So can I get 3 people to volunteer to roll me a D20 and tell me the result?
I don't roll very well, so someone else do it.
I'll
Shit,
do
that
one.
was a 5.
I'll do one.
Okay.
16.
16?
15.
Okay.
So
So,
mostly good.
Paul's letting it all down.
yeah, there's the journey is reasonably quiet. There's like the creepy sounds of Barovia, but you all managed to avoid getting the rolls that would cause a random encounter.
Yes.
Cool.
Oh, we're so lucky.
Okay.
While we're driving along, Sevia is going to feel the crushing weight of social anxiety for a full 5 minutes before
Aw.
she decides to speak.
Yeah.
And then she's going to oh god, my girl is very smart, but she's not great at people, so she is going to be like, so Arena, Ismark, how do you like Barovia?
It is home.
Good.
It's not the greatest place. I'm sure that there are places out there that are less gloomy. But it is all it
Yes.
is all we've known.
So you were born here?
Yes, we were born here. We were fortunately lucky that we were both, of course, born from souls that had passed, and not souls that had passed, and not just left hollow. I'm going into
Yes,
Mointier
no.
accents here.
Yes, no, I will admit, the more
Oh.
I think about hollow people, the more it doesn't feel great. Do you get used to that?
I can tell you I haven't yet.
Right. Well, good. That's good. it would be bad if you had gotten used to that, wouldn't it, Fall? I mean, not to sound insensitive in some way, but I do feel like that would change the way you view the world. It's a totally different socio-political climate. It's quite strange, really.
Certainly would be a difficult way to live.
Well,
Yes.
we don't have
like
anything
that.
else to compare it to, so I do not know.
Yes. Well, so I'm not really sure there's a good way to ask this question. Are you sure there's no reason for Strahd to be after you? You don't have to answer that. Oh my gosh, I know that's a sore topic, but I'm just curious because the others told me he kept asking for a Titania, and they were saying he's searching for his lost love. Is there any way you look like her, or were her, or have her soul?
I do not know. I suppose it could be possible. No, that is pointed. I suppose it could be possible, but that does not make me the same person as this Tatiana that he speaks of.
That's fair. Rulers are bastards, and they'll just... If he thinks there's some kind of sort of connection, no one's going to say there isn't. So I think getting away is a good idea.
Who is?
Yes, no, I wasn't saying you done.
I do not. I understand, Sylvia.
Yes. Good. Sometimes people find me hard to understand if I don't have a book in my hands. I am aware I am currently holding a book. You know what I mean? Yes.
So.
And she just smiles. It's very pained.
At one point, you do pass by a spot where you can see very clearly atop a hill an old windmill. And I will just share that quickly.
The windmill is a 7 out of 10.
Oh, damn. That windmill. It's a pretty
yeah,
sexy
we
one. The shape of it.
Is it phallic? Oh, damn, it really is.
It is a 7.
Also,
Girl
I just
children.
Yes, I just want to say
Sorry,
retroactively,
Kazir.
the Mointier who was singing the song about the mage is a 5. So
It was the Karen
yeah,
haircut.
nice,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
but no, yeah, what a cool looking windmill.
Oh,
Decrepit as
interesting.
hell.
Yeah.
It's very evil, to be honest.
Yeah, it is definitely run down.
There aren't any bodies hanging from it, are there?
No.
Not hanging from it.
Inside, though.
The windmill is hanging from the bodies.
It is made of bodies. Oh!
Sails are made of sailor skin.
Incredible. We witness a windmill.
Yeah. Fall, Kazir, and Beatrice. Each of you can make out the figure of a woman working at something by the windmill. It's too far away to really get too much details on her, but yeah. Then can I get one more D20 roll, please, as you enter into the woods?
Who wants
I'll
to do it?
do it.
My dice bad.
I'm so sorry.
Please,
Yeah,
Caius
just
roll.
roll.
Please,
Come
Caius
on.
roll.
It's going to be a
Please, Caius
Kazia roll. It's a 7.
Oh, Kazia roll for sure.
There is still no encounter.
Okay.
Alright.
Lucky.
Alright.
First time I've rolled my new dice too.
Very nice.
Okay.
Didn't kill us.
And so, after about 2 hours of travel on these carts, you reach the town of Vallaki.
Convo with Sevia? Unless anyone else wants to have a convo first.
I wanted to ask the drivers what was up with that windmill and why it looked so disheveled.
For it.
There is no, that's there's much like that in Barovia. Most things don't see too much upkeep, especially when they're out in the middle of nowhere like that.
All right. That's all.
Nice.
Seems to
We are
fix the-
such bad detectives, though.
I'm just imagining probably in that car, like everyone, like Kazia, Conrad, and Beatrice just like sitting there for the majority of it in complete silence.
It's like,
just
yeah,
silent.
like elevator, like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kazir,
Elevator
like
music.
an hour in, Kazir's like, well, it's a bumpy road.
Certainly is.
I bet the development with our characters will be like they talk to each other eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
So,
yeah, I gotta talk to Sevia.
Screen pans over to Fallen Caesar in the cart.
So, I guess like Fall just like goes and changes positions so that they're directly opposite Sevia, and they like, kind of put their hands, like put their fingers together, and they're like, "So, I know it was really like awful that he like nearly died and everything, but Kazia, right? Am I right? He is so pedantic and hypocritical. I mean, are you with me on this one?"
Oh, I thought you were going in a totally different direction and I was not prepared for that kind of conversation about someone like that. I thought,
No.
no, of course, no. How old do you think he is? Because that feels like a weird age gap for either of. Anyway, what you were saying, yes.
Thought of him that. No. No,
Neither have I. I'm just saying. It's weird.
Let's steer directly away from that kind of topic.
I'm so sorry. I am
and get
so
into the
sorry.
complaining.
No.
is it
Yes.
because they both have the horns? Is that why you thought that?
No. Just I'm used to university students, and they just all they want to talk about is
What is university?
how attractive they find older men. I'm just saying. I'm just putting it out there. I'm.
What
Some of my
is?
circus troupe are a bit like that, but I don't know myself. But no, I just wanted to talk about how awful of a person he is.
Oh, I don't think he's an awful person. I'm so sorry, everyone. Anyway, I don't think he's an awful person. I think he has a very specific moral code, and maybe some wires are getting crossed between him and us, and I don't know, maybe he would have felt better about us stealing things if we had not then started setting people alight with lightning. Like, I'm just trying to see things from his perspective. I'm not saying I agree.
I know that was a really bad situation. I agree. That was uncomfortable, but just the way he consistently acts.
I will admit it does seem strange to me that he feels so happy yelling at people he barely knows, and then will go off and just grab blankets for us.
I know, right? Their hypocrisy. I was expecting that right from the start, and he proved me right. People like that, where everything is black and white.
I mean, I'm sure.
Look, if he expects
I
me
feel
to
like-
martyr myself for morals, that is not going to happen. This whole situation is awful. This is exactly the kind of thing I do not want to be doing. This is specifically what I'm trying not to do. And then to have him there telling me what to do all the time, and then I'm not good enough. I don't need that. Sure, he's good in, well, probably good in a fight, but we need to work on surviving is all I'm saying.
I know we have to stick together, but that's also what he's saying. I just feel like
You're saying we ditch him?
No. I just okay. I am going to say something that may or may not get me in some hot water, depending on how the people in this cart feel. But
Interesting. Go on.
my experience, the kinds of people who turn to religion prefer to see the world in black and white.
Mm-hmm.
And the kinds of people who turn to religion maybe don't feel the best about shades of grey, and that's why they look to a god to guide them. I'm just saying I abandoned gods long ago, and apart from this, nothing that bad's happened since. So I don't know, maybe Kazir just, this is what his god wants and he feels right by that, and whether or not we agree with it, we can't deny that he has a moral code that he follows. It's just whether or not that code actually applies to others in real life.
True. If it starts affecting others, then that's, like I said, I'm not going to martyr myself for morals, and he shouldn't expect me to. So, yes, I have some issues with him.
Yes, but if I am going to I was about to say play devil's advocate, and I'm like, that doesn't feel correct. If I am going to see things from his perspective, we probably shouldn't have started fighting that shopkeep.
Well, I didn't really want to do that myself. That was no intention from me.
Okay, look, I will take the blame for that one. Okay, I've taken the blame. I've been yelled at. I will. Yes.
No,
but
it's fine. I give all the blame to that shopkeep.
yes.
100% of the blame.
Yes, him and his awful
Terrible
nephew.
person.
Oh, Ismark Arena, if you'd been there, they're just terrible. Just price gouging everywhere. It was truly awful.
Yes, do you know of that?
Yes,
the
they
Periwinkle or
price
something?
gouge. Yeah, what did you do? He usually doesn't set his nephew on people unless they give him real trouble.
He must have been having a bad day.
Yes, because all we
Roll
did was try to...
deception. Roll deception.
Do I have to roll too?
Yes.
20? Not 20! 25!
Hey.
Okay, and Sevia?
Deception? 10.
10. I'm going to say, balancing that out, they seem skeptical, but they're not enough to call you out on it.
Look, I think the truest thing that we can put out there is that his prices definitely started it, and that is not one word of a lie. It's not.
Exactly. Awful man.
Yes, but But
But anyway,
maybe, maybe, and this is a conversation we should also have with Kazir, if we are meant to be a group that fulfills this prophecy and gets home, maybe the way we were in our world doesn't work here, and maybe we have to not do some of the things we would normally do.
This place certainly is setting me backwards. But I'm sorry for going off there. I just wanted to have a little complain.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Like we all need the ability to vent with someone about how we feel, because otherwise it's all going to fester and turn internal, and then we're going to have all sorts of new issues. I mean, that's part of why I apologize to Conrad. I don't want this group to be a group that hates each other, because if we hate each other, we'll probably end up staying here.
That's right, and I guess we're gonna be able to work together at some point if we're going on some death mission.
Yes. But maybe it's good to bring up with Kazir that you have issues with. We have issues with him, but I feel like yours are maybe more pressing.
So, meanwhile, on the other card, is there anything you guys are discussing?
Beatrice finally sort of snaps out of
Muted.
herself and, oh no.
No, she wasn't.
No, you're not muted, Emily.
Oh,
It was
the other
Mitch.
two are.
Sorry.
Help us out, Darby.
Beatrice snaps herself out of her little funk, and to try and distract herself, turns to Kazia and is like, so something happened when Conrad and I went off to talk to Ishmak and Irina, and we came back and Fo was being bandaged up and you're in the town square. You didn't want to talk about it then, but there have clearly been times where it's been brought up again. What happened?
Well, I think at the end of the day, it's not really my story to tell. There's nothing exciting that happened. It's just decisions were made, and hopefully decisions were learned from. And that's it, and we can all move on.
He's very cryptic.
Yes, and it sounds like a very exciting tale to tell, really. I mean, there was bloodshed and everything, what it looked like.
There was, but everyone's fine. And like I said, I don't go telling other people about stories that ain't mine.
So, the old Sphalic road meanders into a valley, watched over by dark, brooding mountains to the north and south. The woods recede, revealing a sullen mountain berg surrounded by a wooden palisade. Thick fog presses up against this wall, so looking for a way inside, hoping to catch the town aslumber. The dirt road ends at a set of sturdy iron gates, with a pair of shadowy figures standing between them. Planted in the ground and flanking the road outside the gates are a half-dozen pikes with wolves' heads impaled on them.
Oh. Ew.
Friendly place.
Hopefully this is safe.
I don't... More and more, I just become aware of this place's obsession with death. I don't like it.
So, yeah, you are now in Vallaki, and you are seen off the carts into the town by the Mointir, and allowed to do as you wish. I will share through a map with you.
Are the Mointer coming with us or no?
They are not.
I will say also when we disembark, Conrad will be like, now I can offer you some very good things if you give me one of your horses. They're quite, they look quite stand. I do need a horse. So I have gold, I have other trinkets and possessions that might interest you.
They laugh and start like heading back towards the Sir River.
Conrad sort of like flushes in like sort of like an older teenage embarrassment and kind of like stamps his foot. Well, that's just rude. And sort of like turns around to survey the town with the rest of the people.
All right.
The gang.
So yeah, it's a decent sized town. It's probably a little bit bigger. It's bigger than Barovia was for certain. Yeah, it's got several sites. You do know that Ismark and Irina wanted to go to St. Andrew's Church, which is you gather from the site of this large building towards the east of the town, on the opposite end of the town to the way you entered it.
So we entered from the
West.
eastern gate or the western gate?
You entered from the eastern gate.
Okay.
Okay. So it's quite a narrow sort of settlement, but lots of buildings and things.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, I see the church. It's got the cemetery. Yes.
Yeah.
Which unfortunately is smaller than Barovia's cemetery. I don't know if I'm reading into that too much, but okay.
Yes.
So
Interesting.
Well, we made it.
So, whereabouts are you going to stay, Irina? In Ismark.
we are
Is this the
hoping.
is this the place where they were getting married?
We are hoping for protection at the church.
Ah.
We're hoping
So
that-
should we make our way there soon?
That sounds like a good idea.
Yes, the sooner we can get you established, the sooner we can know you'll be safe.
Of course. So do you make your way straight for the church, or do you have a bit of a look around first?
Well, we really should be, prioritizing the quest, surely.
All right.
Yeah, Sevia wants to go
I
straight.
don't know if the others would, though, but Connor would be like, yeah, sure, yes, I'll march along with them to the church.
Yeah.
Beatrice does follow along, but whilst they're walking, she is trying to take stock of everything around
Yeah.
them.
So is Kazir, if
Yeah.
possible.
So along the way, you have you do pass a large stockyard. Is probably one of the first major landmarks that you spot. It has several locked sheds along its periphery and lies adjacent to a roomy warehouse. A wooden sign above the front gate reads Arasek Stockyard. Parked at the south end of the stockyard is a sturdy carnival wagon. Its colourful paint peeling off. From the distance of the main road, you can't really make out the text that is fading on the side.
She said that there was no artsy kind of things. Is that a carnival work? Intriguing.
Because they said it didn't. They said it didn't work well here.
Maybe we can crack and corner the market. Have to be here for a little while.
A little further on, you see an inn with grey smoke issuing from the chimney. It is a large 2-story wooden building with a stone foundation and sagging tile roof, upon which several ravens have perched. A painted wooden sign hanging above the main entrance depicts a blue waterfall. And you do notice, Beatrice, that some of the dark-clothed people who are kind of coming and going from the inn are giving you a bit of a strange look.
Fair enough.
And then eventually you travel through and reach the church. It's a slouching, centuries-old stone church, which has a bulging steeple in the back, with walls lined with cracked, stained glass windows depicting pious saints. A fence of wrought iron encloses a garden of gravestones next to the church. A thin mist creeps among the graves.
Is it recognizable as belonging to any deity? Is it worshipping any deity?
I am going to say it is not there is definite religious iconography. It is not for any deity that you recognize.
Fall is just kind of like, oh, that's odd. So, safety, right?
Yes, here we are, it seems.
Yes, sanctuary and all that.
Thank you for all you have done for us. And Ismark takes out a small pouch and hands it to Kazir, because he would see Kazir as the most trustworthy.
Keeping it all.
What? No.
Or at least the most honest.
Fair.
The red-skinned tiefling.
The priest.
That passed out instantly in the Strahd fight.
Oh.
Excellent.
Yeah. And in there you find there is a grand total of 200 electrum pieces.
What? Thanks.
Yeah. I hope that this is enough to thank you all and to help you in your quest.
No times are tougher out here. Thank you.
Of course.
This is more than enough.
Of course. Well, I guess, is this farewell or are you sticking around for a bit or?
I'm not sure.
At least be looking at staying the night, probably. I don't think we'll be able to make it back. Plus, we got a few errands to chase up ourselves.
Of course. You see off to the side, actually, Beatrice, Fall, and Kazir. You can see off to the side of the church there is a young man with a shovel, working or moving towards the graveyard. And I will show you his image.
They look very evil, I'm predicting. Oh no, dang.
He looks. Oh, are you rolling or am I?
I think it's evident.
He looks
very steely gazed.
I
Pale,
don't know how to
black
describe
hair.
him. Quite generic.
Yeah.
Fairly
Angular
generic.
He's a-
Angular
Dark
features,
hair.
yeah.
I rolled for
Grey
him,
eyes.
and he's a 3.
Oh.
I wouldn't say it.
I
Well,
wouldn't
yeah,
say
he's a
it's
3 in our
No,
podcast,
I wouldn't
I
say
guess.
he was a 3.
View
He
him as a 3.
okay. He kind of looks a bit like Levi from Attack on Titan.
Oh, the hair.
Oh, the
If
hair.
anyone
I
would
think.
like, but like if he had like a jawline.
Additionally, where is he? You see this portly man exit the church in these priestly robes. I heard some conversation out here. I am Father Lucian, the priest of this church here. What brings you here? I was hoping that my sister and I could get protection here. Well, that is what we offer here. Please come in, and your friends here are. Do you seek anything, or?
We're visiting. I'm curious. What deity do you serve under? And is this a monastery of sorts?
This is a church to the Morning Lord.
Okay. Do I know the Morning Lord? Are they like recognizable?
You do not.
Oh.
Morning Lord has been mentioned, though.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yep. Like in what capacity? Oh goodness.
You do know he is not one of the gods of Fierlor.
Definitely not.
Oh, yeah, okay. That's new?
He's been here for the entirety of the universe.
Well, I guess not in my plane.
Maybe.
He accepted that very easily.
There's a lot of shit going on here. It's weird.
Fair. Okay, I think previously Ismark has mentioned the Morning Lord as the deity of the church where he was going to take his sister.
Oh, yeah, okay, nice.
Because my only note is just the name the Morning Lord. And
I think
can
it would
only
be
assume
like-
from context clues.
So that was the church. Was it? Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
All good.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool.
So, if you have traveled far, I would recommend the Blue Water Inn for food, for drink, and
They're gonna charge us triple fare.
no.
That's a nice change.
I have no. They even do they have lodgings? They even have guest rooms if you would like to stay the night there.
Excellent. Sounds positively delightful. Wonderful. Well, a place to rest our weary heads is always a good one. I'm sure the prices will be fair.
You can trust the Martikovs to be fair.
Of course. Excellent. May I ask as well, actually, so we have, of course, delivered previous Burgomaster's son and daughter to these lovely establishments. May I ask, why would you have the impression that this would be a safe haven comparative to elsewhere? Does your god offer safe protection, or is there reinforcements?
We are protected by the bones of Saint Androl.
Okay. Can they be obtained in some way, or are they just a metaphorical bones?
Are you suggesting that you wish to take a holy relic from us?
Certainly not. I just thought, it might be sort of a trinket that might be offered at the, but as I said, metaphorical bones or something, not actual bones.
They are
Belongs to your deity or
actual
something.
bones. They are within the church.
Okay.
Fall. During this, you do notice there's reactions from the young boy that with the shovel, or teen boy with the shovel.
Oh, what kind of reactions?
Kind of pained and like he knows something.
Interesting.
Ismark, Irina, there is a room. Just if you could tell one of the vergers that Father Lucian said to set you up in a room, and the two of them go into the church.
Farewell.
Farewell. Farewell. Thank you.
Goodbye. Yes.
Find us if you need us, I guess.
When they go in, Father Lucian speaks to you, and he looks at Beatrice in particular before he starts speaking. I feel like I can entrust something with you. The bones were stolen.
Okay.
They were sealed in a crypt beneath the main altar of the church, but a few nights ago someone broke into the crypt and stole the bones.
That's terrible.
It is, we are at risk if Strahd should choose to make an assault. Fortunately, he has been otherwise distracted, but
Yes, well, it's quite far from
yes.
wherever that was, but Barovia, so I'm certain he won't be back.
We are out of his direct sight.
Yes, so I'm sure it will be fine, but that is interesting that you should champion the safety of your church on these bones and then reveal, once they're out of earshot, that their bones are in fact not here.
Most people of Vallaki do not know of the importance of the bones. They simply know that the church is a safe haven. Until a few days ago, I had only told one person.
Who might that be?
A young Yeska. He's...
What a coincidence. One
I feel like
person
Paul,
exactly.
even with 10 intelligence, is putting things together.
I do not think it was Yeska.
Okay.
Yeska
I'm
is,
sure it wasn't.
Yeska is a young boy. He's one of the altar boys in there, who I do suspect. And I do not know motive, I do not know what he gains, but Milivoj has been acting strange lately. And
Who is?
the young gravedigger.
I see. I might have a talk to him later, actually. So. I'm used to acting strange myself, so I might be able to get through him. See what's going on.
Interesting. I like the tactic, therefore. Very canny. Well.
Well.
No, I'm sure we'd be happy to help as that directly impacts the mission we just thought was complete. But I'm sure if you all would like to handle it, I can go sort accommodation if we'd like.
No, sure thing. I've got a plan.
Good. We love a plan. We love having a plan. We love performing a plan. If anyone would like to come with me to the inn, I can head now.
Fall, do you want any extra help talking to the boy, or are you good?
I mean, I can't say it's a very good plan, but I think I'm fine.
Alright. I'll come along with you then, Sylvia.
Good.
Well,
Thank
yes.
you. Wonderful.
Be our guest for good luck.
This is the worst plan.
No.
Beatrice is going to hang behind and follow Fall.
Good girl.
Thank you,
like-
Beatrice.
Going to go off after this.
No,
Keep an eye on what's going on.
Yeah. Did this boy look like he was in earshot of what? I mean, he obviously
Yes.
heard some
Yeah.
of it. Yeah. Okay.
Because he is just really quickly going to pull Beatrice aside before they part ways. Sorry about before in the cart. I was a little gruff. What I meant when I said it wasn't my story to tell was it's not. I don't like. I'm not a huge fan of talking about things that have happened in the past. I'm sure if you want the full story, you can get it from Sevier or Fall, but it's not my place to talk about it. So if it means anything, I meant no offense to you. I'm not trying to shut you down or anything.
I understand. Us can be hard.
Okay. So Fall is going to start draw on all of his experience with anxiety, and he's going to start like acting like really nervous, like kind of like looking around and then like tapping their feet and stuff. And he's going to go over to Beatrice and be like, I can't believe we're not safe here. I mean, we could be attacked at any moment without those bones. What are we going to do? Oh, I'm getting so scared. Direct it and then make sure that this man can hear what's happening.
Yeah, roll me an insight check.
Okay.
Just to gauge his reaction.
Yeah. I can never find inside. There it is. So that is a 17.
17. So there seems to be, like, he's very much like avoiding your gaze as you say that, and kind of trying to just go like back to work, but like the work, like he's kind of losing focus in the work,
Yeah.
as he is pointedly doing it as an evasion technique rather than actually dedicating himself to the work.
I mean, I can't believe after we were attacked by Strahd ourselves, we thought this would be the safe place to go, and these poor people that we were taking here, after all that, they're going to get killed. This is awful. If only oh, I can feel myself shaking even more.
All right. Calm down.
Do you know what happened? I just can't stop still worrying about it.
Roll me a persuasion check.
+3, okay. 21.
I took them, okay? They're
Took them?
Old man Vandervoort wanted them, and he offered me some money he offered money in return for them. And so I went in, I pried up the floorboards and I took them to him.
But don't you understand now that everyone is in danger? Where is this man then? Surely we can fix this so that the town can be saved.
Henrik is the coffin seller.
Oh, I'm sure that we can reason with him then.
Just don't tell him that I told you, okay?
Oh no, I won't do that. I just want everyone to be safe. You're safe with me. Don't worry. Thank you so much for telling me.
Thank you.
That I feel so much more comfortable now.
Did he tell you anything about why he wanted the balls?
I do not know. I'm sure being a coffin seller, he thought maybe it'd be good for business.
I see.
I don't know. And he returns to his work, this time, like, kind of hanging his head. In a mix of defeat and shame. And that is where we're going to end for this week's episode.
Wow.
Hey.
Question. Nice. Good job, Paul.
Wow.
And perfect
A
stooge,
plus
Beatrice.
deception.
Yeah. Nice.
That was the smoothest anything has gone this campaign.
Yeah, I know. It's incredible. It's like, all right, I'll tell you.
I've never
Not
done
just this
anything that
campaign, this entire show, I think.
Yeah.
was based on talking
say.
that was effective.
Ross wishes she could do that.
I probably should have
Paul's
asked for a
experience with
performance check,
anxiety.
but
Yeah.
yeah.
The performance was on camera.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
Anyway,
Thanks, guys.
Yeah,
Catch you
thanks for
next
listening.
week.
Thank you all.
Thank you for
We'll see you
listening.
next time.
Have a good one.
Goodbye.
Bye.